Hey everyone, I was going through some files and I found about 3 stops I made in Montana that I never published. So that's what this video's about. Stop 1, and there'll be another video. I'll probably use the same clip for stop 2. And stop 3 I don't know if I'll show or not, but if I do, I'll edit this and let you know. So these are short little videos of stops I made in Montana heading south. But the good thing is, you'll get to see a rose joke in every one of these videos. At least 2 of them, and if I do the 3rd, I'll put a rose joke in that one. So I hope you enjoy. And yes, they're out of date. I think most of them were done on September 6th of 2024. Hope you enjoy. I am here in Deer Lodge, Montana. And they have the last spike, sometimes referred to maybe as the golden spike, because it was even though they didn't join the railroads here, Deer Lodge wanted to commemorate the event. So they did it. And I'll tell you about that story here in a little bit. However, for now, here is the last spike. May 19th of 1909. And that's wood. And the wood didn't last all that long. They recreated it. And this spike was actually drawn or commemorated in Utah on May 19th of 1909. It was the first of the northern transcontinental railroads. Here's where we are, but here's where, and that's Missoula, Gold Creek, but here's where the joining was up here in this area. 40 years after the famous Transcontinental Railroad Golden Spike ceremony at Promontory Summit, Utah, another spike ceremony was held for the referred to as the Wedding of the Rails between Chicago, Illinois and Tacoma, Washington on May 19, 1909. The meeting place was 2.5 miles east of Gold Creek, and at some point, no one knows when, railroad workers chiseled and painted an 11-foot high oak log into a big golden spike to mark the spot, a more impressive monument than the one in Utah. The spike stood until 1981, then was hauled off to the nearest town, which was Deer Lodge, where it lay in the highway maintenance warehouse for over 20 years. The weathered, rotted spike was then restored by a group of volunteers and then re-erected on Deer Lodge's main street in 2003. So how about that? This is the East 70 train, the Milwaukee Road. And a friend of mine that used to work for the railroads mentioned that these engines were put down in 3 pieces. And this is the first one I've actually seen where that's probably true. You had the first one, which had the carriage of the wheels. And then you had the overlying section to connect everything to the cab, to the top. And they used to have cranes that would, if a train derailed and the engine came apart, they had cranes that would lift the bottom section, put it on, put the overlay of the wheels and the connections that connected the two to the cab. So this is pretty interesting to see this. This is the first train engine that I've seen where it's more defined. And then we're going to go over here to the Milwaukee Road on this side, and you can sort of see it again. You have the wheel section, the chassis, and then you have this overlay that I guess holds the wheels in place and keeps them from spinning out. And then you have the top. Pretty nifty. Nifty neato. And over here we have a caboose. Put this with the other. This is the caboose. This is it's called the bay window caboose. Part of the Milwaukee Road. It's right there by the spike. And it looks like I'm able to walk up here and take a peek in. Kind of neat. Oh, I'm actually allowed to go in. How about that? Yep. It's bolted down. Can't lift it. No lift. Can't use it. They don't want anybody to use it. Heater. You need that up here in Montana, that's for sure. Sink. Man, nice. Look at those chairs. The Milwaukee Road muscle. Took a lot of mechanical muscle to pull the Milwaukee Road's long, heavy passenger and freight trains over the rugged Rocky Mountains and tough Bitterroot Range. The Milwaukee Road used a great variety of powerful locomotives to do the job. In 1923, the railroad had 2,110 steam engines. Diesel locomotives started replacing the older steam engines in 1941. Look at all those. Yeah, buddy. Little in name only. And I can't read that. Made for St. Joseph's. Not Saint. Made for Joseph Stalin's Soviet Union, the United States embargoed these magnificent locomotives as strategic material at the start of the Cold War. Electrified when water powered the road. The electric workhorse. Wow. Fire extinguisher holder. Cabinets, closets. Everything's metal. Except for this. That's wood. Light. This is the desk. And that's his work light. How about this? It's like the first one I've been able to walk in. That's not coming open. All right. Nifty neato. Hey everyone. Hope you're having fun. I am, and you should be too. Rose made a profession for the day. She woke up, she said, "Today I'm going to be about as useless as the letter G, as in lasagna."